Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to another video where today we will be speaking about the situation that Newcastle is currently in and what got them there exactly. So let's get straight into the video. Newcastle is a team that has been on the up in the past year or two as they got like new owners, I believe 2 years ago or last year, and the first season in a while. Last season, they got their Champions League spot. I believe they got like 4th, which is a fantastic placement for the club. Now, this team's a lot like they're capable of a lot. As you saw last season, they were very, very good. They impressed a lot of people. It surprised me as well. They actually got to the FA Cup final, but they lost to Man City in that final. But let's speak about more about what is going on at this current moment. I believe it's like a mix of things, honestly. First reason probably being a lot of injuries in this team, especially to like very, very key players in this team. And those include like Murphy, Dan Burn, Elliot Anderson, you have Botman, Barnes, Wilson, you got Almiron, Isak, and Target. Now, Almiron actually he went off limping against Bournemouth in this week's past game, so it's not looking too good. Another attacker lost for Newcastle, and Tonali is also out with a suspension due to him having a supposed like gambling addiction. So he's like banned for I believe 8 months, which wow, a new signing already suspended. And most of these players that I listed, all of them are mostly starters or do come off the bench as impact players when they are fit, which is pretty crazy. So it's really hindered the team here. As I said, injuries are really affecting this team. And the second reason, in my opinion, is just the lack of intensity this season. Last season, they had the intensity for sure, but this season they had it in like their first game. They showed it in their first game against Aston Villa this season, which they won 5-1. They absolutely thumped them. They destroyed Villa. But after that game, it seemed like the intensity was gone against like Liverpool, the likes of Brighton as well. So it's not really looking good for them at the moment. But Newcastle's midfielders are actually in the bottom half of the passes completed in the opposition half in the Premier League, which that's not good because they're not creating enough for the attackers. Isak has been isolated a lot of the times. I saw like some graphs as well. The team sits pretty deep and you have like Isak up top trying to make those runs in behind and stuff. So the team just seems to be struggling to adapt to their new personnel or new signings, if you want to say like that. The new tactics Eddie Howe's trying as well, that's kind of affecting it as well. And it's definitely a rough period for this team. It's even in the Champions League, they're struggling. They're most likely gonna be knocked out. I think they will be knocked out in the Champions League unless they turn something around here. And in the Premier League, I believe they're in like 6th place at the moment. They were like 13th, but slowly they're finding their form in the Premier League. But they did lose to Bournemouth this past weekend, which was absolutely not expected. Like, I predicted in my predictions that like Newcastle would win, like, I don't remember, but it was like I think 4-1 or 3-1, something like that. But Bournemouth got a clean sheet against Newcastle. Insane. That's how bad their attack has been this season. That's how bad just the completed passes going forward in the opposition half. They haven't had like those players like Tonali. Linton has kind of like backed off this season. Last season he was like progressing with the ball forward, stuff like that. They were pressing really well last season, or even at the beginning of this season. That's kind of gone now. Like, where has it gone? And now they have to play a new team, or kind of new team, due to their injuries, and maybe this new team has to adapt to each other. Each player has to adapt. They just have to learn how to play together. Because I believe a lot of these names haven't started a lot of the games, and they're honestly like without a left back almost. They have to play like Lewis Hall, who I don't think he's really a left back. He's kind of like a left wing back, maybe like a left mid. But yeah, they have to play like a Lascelles or something, or as well. Crazy, and Trippier even said to one of the fans when he was going to get the ball for a throw, and he said the Newcastle fan was like telling him, "You guys are right," and then he's like, "What do you expect? We have like 10 injuries." He just kept like saying that over and over. But I think the main reason they're doing so bad is the injuries, for sure, for sure. Crazy how many players are out for them that would start in the starting 11. Most of them are injured, and they only have like some of the starters left in the starting 11. It's incredible. Honestly, we have to wait and see what happens with Newcastle in these upcoming games, because crazy, I don't believe they lost to Bournemouth, who were basically in the relegation zone, I think, leading into this game. And they beat Newcastle, who were top 4 last season and top 6, I believe, going into that team or into that game. Incredible, incredible. Premier League is filled with a lot of surprises, and hopefully our Newcastle fans, I hope Eddie Howe could turn it around for you guys, figure something out. Maybe he needs to like tweak some tactics or something. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe as well, as that helps the channel grow as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.